land of dragons lies secluded in the southwestern corner of Tellius. No foreigner, Laguz or Bjork, is permitted within its borders. The Alliance emerges from the lava tubes and into Goldoa by accident. The Dragon King, Deginsia, is displeased by this trespass. However, Ike's former companions Nasir and Ina appeal to Deginsia to allow the passage of the Laguz Alliance. Raisin's actions during the last war earn them the grudging respect of King Deginsia, who allows them safe passage. Meanwhile, Benyon calls off its pursuit of the Alliance and finds its passage into Gallia blocked by the nation's great mountains and deep forests. The Central Army's momentum breaks upon these obstacles like an ocean wave against solid rock. Senator Valtone arrives to take command of the Central Army. He orders Zelgius to march on to Gallia by way of Crimea. Observing diplomatic protocol, Valtone petitions the Queen for passage, as well as supplies and additional troops. Queen Alincia, however, goes against the wishes of the Crimean nobles and resolutely denies each of Valtone's requests. Her reply enrages Valtone, who sees Crimea as little more than a vassal of the Empire. Ignoring Zelgius's counsel, Valtone orders his army to enter Crimea and take whatever they need from the villages along the way.
Chapter 9, Marauders. Your Majesty, the Benyon has crossed the border. They are seizing food and supplies and calling a tribute to the Empire. There are no casualties yet, but they are acting like bandits.
I see. So, they simply ignored me. What shall I tell the troops, Your Majesty? Order the Royal Knights to mobilize. Ride out and advise Benyon to withdraw. If they do not comply, I approve the use of force to remove them from our lands.
But, Your Majesty, this is the Benyon army we are talking about. It would be unwise to provoke them.
I had hoped to avoid this situation, but the Empire's attempts to strong-arm our people shall not go unanswered. Deploying the Royal Knights is the only way to protect our borders from incursion. However, I remain open to suggestions. Do you have an alternate plan of action, Lord Sauron?
No. Please forgive my impertinence. Your Majesty is quite right.
I am glad we are in agreement, Lord Sauron. This whole situation disturbs me greatly. I wonder, what is happening to the Empire? I doubt the Apostle would allow this sort of thing to happen. We should prepare for the worst. I fear something horrible must be happening within Benyon.
For this chapter, we are now back in control of Alincia's party, or I guess in this case, Jeffrey's party, but details. Let's catch up, shall we? Hey, did you hear? Imperial Army is requesting Crimea's assistance. Yeah, I heard. I also heard the messenger treated our queen with no respect at all. Who do they think they are?
Shh, not so loud. Benyon is ruled by the Apostle. They helped us when Dane invaded. It's only right that we pay back the favor by coming to their aid.
But Benyon is fighting the Beast Tribes with Gallia. Why would we fight Gallia? The Beast Tribes helped us rebuild Crimea. That's true, but come on, think about it. Who would you rather side with? The land of Beork or the land of Laguz? The answer is as plain as day. We side with the Beork. You have a point. I'd choose Gallia over Benyon.
Really?
But why? The people of Gallia helped us rebuild the village, even though we're Beork.
They even repaired the road to the farm that's up the mountain.
That wasn't an easy job either.
Yes, I remember. What was his name? Mordecai? He was strong, yet very kind. He looked frightening at first, but the children in the village loved to play with him. He was a wonderful man.
If the Queen decides to answer Benyon's request for troops, we have to fight Gallia. How terrible would that be?
That's war, isn't it?
Yes, I suppose it is at that.
I wish we didn't have to fight anyone at all. It's been one thing after another. First the civil unrest, then the Imperial invasion. I'm so sick of hearing about all of it.
You and me both. I figured I'd be able to get into me time now that Crimea is peaceful again. Get a card game started or something. You're a royal knight. If the Queen decides you should go sweep away 10 or 100 Imperial soldiers, you should probably go do it.
Yeah, we've been ordered to mobilize, but I can't think of any excuse to get out of it. Maybe I can pretend to be dead. Any ideas, Amy?
Don't make General Jeffrey mad. You're a royal knight. You better follow his orders.
Amy, you're supposed to help me. She's always been spending way too much time with you, Khalil.
Well, of course, you twit. Alright, Makalov. It's time for you to pay up and go.
What? But I think my stomach's acting funny.
That's enough, you layabout.
Oh, hi, Marcia. Don't surprise me like that.
Makalov, I knew I'd find you here, you slacker. You're making the whole squad wait for you. Hurry up and head back.
I don't know about all this. Fighting the Imperial Army means fighting my old comrades. I don't want to fight my old friends, you know what I mean?
I think I see. You owe them money, don't you? Isn't that the real reason why you don't want to see them, cheese breath?
When did you learn to read minds like the herons?
I can't, you spineless sea cucumber. It's just so typical of you that I guessed. Marcia, please, that's quite enough. But Asteroid, it's despicable. Look at how calm Sir Makalov is. He never gets irritated or upset. It's the mark of a true knight. A good knight must know how to keep his cool on the battlefield. But we're in a bar. Oh, I hope to be as good a knight as Sir Makalov someday. How I dream of that day.
I don't believe this. You don't want to end up like me, baby.
Oh, I completely agree. Who'd want to end up a clown-haired chowderhead? The love you two have for each other is so wonderful. I wish I had a sibling.
Sure.
I'll sell him to you. Cheap.
Owned! Again!
Jeffrey, please take this with you.
Why, this is a master crown. I am honored, Your Majesty. I will cherish it.
I have been asking you to fight difficult battles against terrible odds.
Your Majesty, allow me to reiterate. That is exactly what I wish. No matter the task, and no matter the odds, I can only succeed at it so long as you depend on me. I am yours entirely, Your Majesty.
I shall take those words to heart. Geoffrey of Delbray, you are truly my finest and most faithful knight.
Thank you, Your Majesty. There's another one. Put that away for now.
Here are the war funds. Remember, Geoffrey, you will face the Imperial Army. Should there be a conflict, you must not be caught unprepared.
I shall be prepared, Lucia. Whoops, yeah, what's in the shop right now? Arm Scroll, Reaper card, and here's the strongest of the three magic cards, the Daemon card. Shine Barrier. I frankly don't remember if I talked about this, but if you place one on the field, you create a barrier of light. It's an obstacle that nobody can pass through, even with the pass skill. And finally, an Adept Scroll. You definitely should buy this. I'm also going to pick up a Restore Staff for an upcoming battle. Speaking of skill scrolls, we have 2 Baragons available to us, and feel free to outfit these characters however you wish. I want to make special note, though, that after this battle, Geoffrey is going to be unavailable for a little while, so any items or even his own Paragon scroll, if you want them on somebody else, make sure that he's, well, traveling light for the road ahead. Let's see, I'm going to put 1 Paragon on you, and the other one on you. I don't really need Adept, so I'm going to keep that in storage. I'll keep Meteor for the time being. Think. Let's give Danvid the Brave Lance for now. Geoffrey, you can keep the Silver Great Lance. That thing is horribly inaccurate. An extra Steel Blade couldn't hurt. Yeah, do this. I don't think I need silver weapons right now. Although, what is Astrid's weapon rank? No, she can't use it. Never mind. Silver weapons are A rank in this game. Since we're at base, I want to take a little time to talk. A couple extra elements that I failed to mention the last time we played with the Royal Knights is, well, I have one story involving Khalil. It was believed for a pretty long time that she was the only character in the game to be able to receive 2 sets of transfer bonuses, not just from her, but also from Largo, because Largo is the only character from Path of Radiance who does not return in this game because of his accident. And to make up for this, they supposedly made this ability available within the game. However, the clear data bonuses would not stack, so for example, she wouldn't get 10 HP, 4 magic, etc., etc. Data mining has proven this to be false. So Khalil can only gain 1 set of clear data bonuses from herself. If Largo has clear data, then it does absolutely nothing. Sorry to say. Still, it was one of those fun rumors to be believed for a good while. So, as I'm sure you saw in the base conversation a little bit ago with Astrid, Makalov, and them, the last couple actually, they're very heavily based on Astrid's A-support dialogue with Makalov from Path of Radiance, and it seems to imply that she, well, developed feelings for him throughout the 3 years that we've been away. And a lot of people don't really like that. I'm neutral to it, whatever, but I know that people who are very, very invested in Astrid and just, what she, I guess, represents to herself, her personal story, what she went through, and then she just decides to, invest herself in, well, this clown right here. Yeah, it's understandable why it can be, a frustrating development. And it's for those reasons why, when you combine all that with the fact that she was heavily toned down in terms of her gameplay, I would argue that she was one of the better paladins in Path of Radiance, and in Radiant Dawn, she struggles a lot, so to say. But, yeah. All those reasons combined are why I said that Astrid is pretty controversial in this game in particular. So, yeah. That's about all I have to say on that.
Are you layabouts done collecting supplies? We don't have all day.
No, sir. Progress is slow. These people just don't have much. Something about an uprising earlier?
Fools! I don't want excuses. Take anything else, and take anything you see, and if these bumpkins complain at all, cut them down. Because you can bet your army that Senator Valtomi will do the same to us. We're not done by the time he arrives. Reporting, sir. A Crimean army is approaching from the southwest. It seems to be the Royal Knights. What? Crimea is moving against us? Those backwater fools. Alright, keep working. I'll take several men out to slow their approach. Colonial fools. I'll teach them what it means to defy the Empire. General Jeffrey, we confirm the presence of the Benyan army in the village ahead of us.
I would prefer to avoid a fight, but I suppose that decision is up to them. Let's hurry. Alright, here's another easier-ish battle to deal with. All we gotta do is beat the boss. You're gonna notice these 2 soldiers down here, and then a couple more that will appear here as reinforcements, if not just one. They're gonna run around and do some stuff. Try to take them out quickly. I'll let the game speak for itself. Oh, wait, no, here's that 1 extra soldier up here. There's really not much to say, other than, take out whatever's in your way, storm up, and this square has a hidden spirit dust if you're feeling lucky, however only Marcia can reach that. Heal hedges are about. Use them however you need to. I'll play for a turn or two. We have a couple of NPCs with us as well. They're going to be very appreciated. Yeah, that should do. When you're going up the stairs, you want to pay special attention to the walls. Which ones you can attack through and which ones you can't. And also, block up any ledges if you can help it. Fine with me. Whoops. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I'm gonna take a hit from you. But you drop a speed wing, and I want it. Let's see, you can't possibly reach up the ledge. Can you? One, two, three. Well, maybe you can. Shoot. Okay. We'll take the slow and steady approach. That's okay. Unless... see, they're gonna follow us no matter what. Only one of you can attack at a time. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I thought. Yeah, slow and steady. Go, my meat shields!
Crimean soldiers, how dare you turn your weapons against us? You will pay for this betrayal. Men, burn these shanties to the ground. Show these fools what we do to traitors.
And there you go. Those soldiers are gonna run around burning down houses.
Monsters! They're setting the village on fire! Knights, evacuate the villagers and put out the fires immediately!
It's only the level 20 soldiers that are going to go around and do this, so as long as you block their paths or kill them, then you're going to be fine. You can extinguish the fires by simply moving anyone up to them and use this command right here. The NPCs will chip in with that too, so don't worry. That is so unsafe right now. Oh, maybe I should have meteored you last turn. Oh, well, too late for that now. Yeah, let's do this. A nice little detail with this chapter is that in the battle background, if there are any houses burning, then that'll also reflect in the in the battle animations. There's no kill like overkill. Not even for 10 men. Any space that is adjacent to the house is eligible for extinguish to pop up. You gotta be really careful with a sniper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 spaces. Ugh. Let's block up that hole. $75 to 13. That will be a kill if I succeed. Good. See, after you hop down that ledge, you won't be able to reach me, so that's good. It's worth noting that you'll have, I believe it's 5 turns to save the house, from burning, otherwise it will be completely gone. You'll be given additional bonus experience at the end of the chapter, depending on how many houses you were able to save, and even a bonus based on how many houses are still burning by the time the chapter is over, which is pretty odd. Okay, 10 spaces from there, that's perfect. A nice little piece, well, a funny piece of trivia, I should say, about the Crimean Army's battle theme is that in the Japanese version of this game, you can actually hear an extra note at the very beginning during the fade-in. Whereas in the international version, it was, well, the fade-in lasts a bit longer for some strange reason. There are other songs that play out like that as well. I don't know why, but it is pretty funny. Nice level. Alright, apparently this wall here is blocking our path, which makes sense. Yep, should have done this earlier. Shame on me.
little late for that now. Never mind. Keep you there. Should have you wait here, right? No, I should have you wait here. It's really sad that the short spear has better accuracy than the silver great lance. And a level up for the road. Now where should I place you? Let's have you wait here. After this turn, I will call it a video. One, two, three. Also, the houses can only be burned one time for the entire map. So once you save a house, it is safe for good. So keep that in mind as you're going forward. Uh-oh. That's troubling, but I'll have to deal with that in the next video.